Well, good morning. This is Sandra, Sandy G, and today I have Rhonda visiting me. And Rhonda wants Johnny cakes, but she doesn't know how to make it. So today I'm going to teach Rhonda how to make Johnny cake. I don't know. I think every Belizean should know how to make Johnny cakes, but hey, you know what? Let me try and teach this lady something. So I'm going to make this recipe very simple and easy for you, and in no time you'll be able to make your own Johnny cakes, Rhonda and the rest of the people out there.
You know what, Sandy G, let me come on the other side. You know, normally when you go to a Belizean house, they want to make it for you, right?
No.
Not Sandy G. She want you to learn how to
Yes.
make it. I'm excited because normally when we come to the States, when I care about all of their fancy stuff, I'll take back something that I'm able to use over and over and over again.
Exactly.
So how much Johnny cake would you make?
So we are making about a dozen Johnny cakes.
That means I take care half the Creole and I want to care home some. Before you make, I want to care home some.
All right. The beauty of the way I do the Johnny cakes is, even though I'm making a dozen, if I'm not going to eat all of that, I just store it in the fridge before baking it.
Oh, so you're going to bake the whole dozen?
No, because every time you eat it, you want it nice and fresh. But since you're traveling, maybe you can take it with you, and then I'll have it baked already. Because it's a great traveling companion.
I don't want
having
to
a
call
Johnny
it.
cake.
I don't want to call it Johnny cake, but I really Johnny cake. So if you're joining this live, I want you to share it. I want you to tag as many of your friends as possible. There might be questions. While this is not my live, I just want as many people to know as possible. Also, that there might be people that want to learn, that might, have some questions. They might have some hints. So feel free to join in the conversation. This is more like it's a recipe conversation, but it's also a breakfast conversation, depending on where you are in the world. So join in the conversation. Let us know how you think. I am interested in eating the best Johnny cakes that exist.
Well, let's hope so, Rhonda.
This is the best Johnny cakes. You know why? I can't wait. So what's the recipe?
All right, so to begin with, I've already taken out the ingredients. I have here 5 cups of flour. So I already have the 5 cups of flour in my kneading bowl. I also have, and this is simple recipe because what I do is the cup, the same measurement I have 5 teaspoons of baking powder. I have 5 tablespoons of shortening. I'm gonna add that in there. And the only thing that's not 5 is the salt, and I usually use the pink sea salt. So here I have 2 teaspoons of pink Himalayan salt, but you can use whatever salt of your choice. I have almost 1 3/4 cups, which is 1 can of coconut milk. And usually I get my coconut milk and I warm it up when I'm using it for kneading. So right here, I'm gonna mix this in, Rhonda. Rhonda, you see how simple that was?
Listen to me. But one of the things, morning Louisa, good morning to you. Good morning to all the ones watching. I ask you to share this live because I don't want to be like I was before this live start, ignorant to how to make Johnny cake. But that is about to change, all right? I noticed that you heated up the milk in a way that I probably would not have thought of.
Oh, sometimes I just put it under the sink and run the hot water on the can. And sometimes I put it on the stove for a little bit and warm it up.
Louisa say your Johnny cake that the best. Well, girl, I'm about to tell you. I'll put one in my bag for you, Lou. So when I come to Belize, you got one, all right? But you probably not enjoy it. I'm up on the road for a few more days.
Yeah, they last a few days. It's great, in case of an emergency. If you have an emergency, this is a great.
So this one could go too.
It's a biscuit. So if you're you're from another culture and you don't know what a Johnny cake is, it's a biscuit. That's all it is. It's a breakfast biscuit. So that's what we're making right now, and the ingredients are really, really simple. What I'm trying to do right now, I'm trying to change. This is the last time I'm using white flour to make this Johnny cake, Rhonda.
After this, and be what?
After this, I'll try to change my flour. Maybe I'll do more like a wheat flour, but if you notice, this was the last white flour I had in my pantry.
Well, thank goodness. You see how God left on my side?
I know, I almost didn't find any white flour in my house because I'm on a process of trying to change what and how I eat. And for those of you that have been following me on my YouTube channel, I'm sorry. I haven't been active. And you know, the way life is sometimes in life, different things come your way. You start out and say, this is what I'm doing. And then you have some curveballs. And you know what? A lot of times when people talk about curveballs, they try to think maybe it's something bad. But it doesn't have to necessarily be that something bad. It's just a growth. I call it a growth spurt. And sometimes when you go through a growth spurt, you have to take a little pause. So I've been going through a growth spurt. So I've been resting and I'm trying to refocus. So I'm glad you're here, Rhonda. You pulled me out.
Well, listen to me. You say you glad that I there. I more glad, all right? Because now I'm going home with a full understanding on how to make my own Johnny cake.
See how simple this was, Rhonda?
It is. Marlon Black says, hello, Sandra.
Hey, Marilyn. How you doing, neighbor?
There you go.
All right.
So-
Marilyn is a good cook too, you know. If you guys don't know, Marilyn is one of the best.
Well, according to Louisa, you have the best Johnny cake. The best Johnny cake. I'm excited.
Louisa.
I'm super excited if you're just joining us. This is Sandra G's Johnny cake recipe. I'm visiting with her today. And so I want to know where I want to eat. I want to know I want to eat Johnny cake. I plan to eat it all day. So you said earlier that when you, if you were not going to bake all of them, that you would what? Freeze them or just put them in the fridge?
Depending. Sometimes I freeze them if I decide, hey, I'm not going to eat Johnny cake for the next week or so. Then I put it in the freezer.
So you roll them off and put them in the freezer. Mm-hmm. When it's time to use them again, is there anything I need to do or just put them in the oven?
No,
Defrost and put them in the oven?
Defrost. I like things to get back to room temperature. And then from room temperature, that's when I would bake it, you know?
Okay.
Would flatten it out and bake it. And that, look, you see how quick that was? Really quick.
Colin said mail it so I can test it
Who
out.
is that, Colin Wade?
Yes.
Tell him, ask him if he tried that rice and beans yet, because he told me he was going to try the rice and beans recipe.
All right, Colin, you try the rice and beans recipe. See, Marlon said she can't make Johnny cakes, but Marlon, that is about to change, friend.
All right, Marlon, you see how easy that was, right?
Tell us the recipe again.
So, I have 5 cups of flour in this recipe, 5 teaspoons of baking powder, and 5 tablespoons shortening. So, it's just a great base because if you want to make 10 cups, you're just going to do the same. 10 this, 10 flour, 10 baking powder, 10 shortening, and then for the salt, I only have 2 tablespoons. Oh God, no, not tablespoons. 2 teaspoons of salt in this one.
Olga says,
Oh, hey,
hi,
Olga.
Sandra.
Hey, Olga.
Well, what Johnny cake go good with? For me, it'll be butter.
I'm not into a lot of breakfast meats and breakfast and eggs. So for me, sometimes I would do just a plain butter, or sometimes I like fried fish or fried beans. Yes, that I like for my Johnny cake. But a lot of people like bacon and all that stuff, and I'll eat it, but it's not something that I'm into.
Okay, so Colin said he did it and it was very good, thank you.
Oh, good. So, Colin, you have to try this Johnny cake.
Not only that, Clifford says, hi, good morning, Cliffy.
Hey, brother, how are you doing?
Olga says she like fishy Johnny cake with butter and cheese. Olga,
Yes.
that diet right there.
Yes, and I remember years ago I went with friends of mine to Mullins River, and I made the Johnny cake the morning, right? And so my friend's mom, she was watching me do the Johnny cake, and she couldn't get over me using rolling up the Johnny cake.
With two hands.
She was like, Sandra, at that time she was maybe about 60 or something. It was a long time ago. And she's like, I'm 60 years, I've never done that. She couldn't get over doing the two-hand roll. So every time I do this, I always remember her. She's deceased already. She continued to rest in peace, Miss Manelva Bennett. Yeah.
Okay, Marlon says, please repeat the recipe.
All right, Marilyn, here you go. You have your pen and your paper. 5 cups of flour. That's for this amount, right? I have about 12 here. 5 teaspoons of baking powder and 5 tablespoons of shortening.
Great.
And I have like 1 can of coconut milk. And if you're not doing it using the can, like 1 3, let's say you're doing your fresh squeezed coconut milk, you know, you can use about 1 cup and 3/4. And you saw that was perfect for this. I didn't have to add any other liquid. So 1 cup and 3/4, just a little below 2 cups of warm coconut milk works.
Excellent.
Any questions?
Well, everybody that just like me, we just then I don't know. Then they wait for I wait for eat. How much baking powder?
The same amount of cups you use is the same amount of teaspoons of baking powder. So if your family is big and you want maybe a 2 dozen Johnny cake, you can use 10 cups of flour. Then you use 10 teaspoons of baking powder and 10 tablespoons of shortening, and then 2 cans of coconut milk, 4 teaspoons of salt. So just double it up.
Excellent.
What did they have for breakfast this morning?
Yeah, which one want to eat Johnny cake today? I want it. All right, so let's see. We have quite a few people in the room this morning. I think a lot more people don't know how to make Johnny cake than you think. All right.
Oh yeah. Well, and then let me turn on my oven.
What would I set this oven to?
So I'm setting it at 375.
And oh, that is for it to heat up.
Yeah, so it's at 375. Bake it at high heat. So while that is heating up, I'm going to finish up this.
Ediberta Chan said,
Hey, Ediberta, those are my classmates. Olga
yes.
went to school. I went to school with Olga and Ediberta, and we were in the same class. Hey, Ediberta.
Well, I hate to tell you what Colin eat this morning.
What did Colin eat this morning?
Colin eat McDonald's.
Oh my God, really, Colin?
You know.
Anyway, tomorrow you go eat McDonald's.
No, you don't equip on with a better option.
Right, Colin? All right, and here I have my greased baking sheet. I'm gonna start flattening.
Wait, so you grease up this baking sheet before?
Yeah, this is greased already.
What you grease it with? Butter or shortening?
Shortening.
Shortening. Olga had oats,
Well, that's
cinnamon,
good,
and
Olga.
raisin. Sonia had Creole bun for breakfast. Luisa had tamalitos
Oh man.
and dokono, or
Those
tamalito
sound-
slash dokono. Then it sound good.
Those sound really good.
Only Colin, he need extra help. Whoever he could do it, he extra help. But all we know, because I think when I get back home, I want to make Johnny cake.
Rhonda, we need to see. You need to go live making Johnny
Oh
cakes.
no! I'll send a picture. I'm not sure how you come out. So make I just do it in the comfort of my home and eventually post the picture. How that sound?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, that sound like you
That
trust
could-
me.
That could be that you go to somewhere and buy some Johnny cakes.
Or it could be that I carry one of their home in my bag.
I think I'm just going to bake 6 of these for right now. And you know what? I probably made them a little smaller because I actually
Ended up with a
have
little bit
than
more.
2 dozen. So,
Sandra, they make 6. Guys, one day in this room, please advise Sandra that he have a Creole girl in the house.
no, Brenda, I don't want you to overeat.
Obviously, Sandra just want to eat one Johnny cake today. She didn't make 6.
No, I'm trying to help you, Rhonda.
Well, I really appreciate that, but I feel like I have to eat 5.
5? Well, I'll just take one, no problem, Rhonda. So this is what I do. I'll just
Okay.
store this right now. Okay, share it in half.
Okay. And you'll freeze them or you'll put them in the fridge for today?
Probably put them in the freezer. Maybe I'll
Okay.
leave one in the fridge. I'll put one bag in the fridge and one in the freezer. See how quick that was? Now all I'm doing is waiting for the oven to get to the temperature that I need.
Malik Flores, Kira or Kyra,
Hi.
she said, I guess you're the aunt.
Oh yeah, hi. You're not reading the name right?
That's the problem right there.
Rhonda.
Olga says, please make all cause Rhonda hungry, but Olga, you know where they go on.
Rhonda don't need it, Olga, please.
Listen to me, I just bought parachute pants yesterday. This pants got a lot of room in it, okay? All right. Fun and joke aside.
Let me just drop this in there.
If you guys are just joining us and you're interested in the recipe, I'm sure that Sandra is going to repeat it again, but you can always go back to the beginning of this when this live ends and find the recipe and and make your Johnny cake and put it in the comment section eventually. All right, make us see what the Johnny cake look like. I think Louisa says, I really want to see you live making Johnny cake. Louisa, I started thinking that I'm a friend. Can you know? Listen to me, I'll tell you one story. Sandra me got live one time for make fried jack, and she'd tell me in a real time, and my fried jack never looked nothing like hers.
So, Rhonda, I can't let you fail out of my classes, because that makes me look really bad. I think people like Colin that make the stuff and
say it come out good.
Right.
So why Colin never carry some rice and beans done at work today? Or eat some this morning inside and fool it that foolishness?
I know, but I don't know. Maybe by the weekend, sometimes people just have busy lives, working hard. I'm on vacation, so I can do this right now.
You have time.
Especially living in the U.S., people get really just going, trying to make a life, trying to make a living. So unless you have a nice little break, then you get to do things that you would not normally do.
I like the fact that let's say you had a big family or something and you were busy, you can always just pull this out of the fridge and stick it in the oven because of one kneading you make.
Yeah. And for me, Johnny cakes, I prefer them nice and warm. So if I don't have to, I'm not gonna eat it stale.
I don't know who that Colin, but he want your meal whole of Sandra to eat. Whoever Colin is, he want your meal Sandra to eat.
Colin.
Male people, Colin, they come from plane. Oh gosh.
Colin, I think that's time for him to get back to work.
Oh my gosh, he want your meal, Sandra thing. So when do we put it in the oven?
I'm just waiting for the oven to heat up.
Okay.
I guess I should have put it on a little earlier.
That's
It's
okay.
not at temperature. But in the meanwhile, I'll be enjoying my coffee. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are.
Jean, it's about time. Thanks, Rhonda, for bringing out the cooking Barbie, you know? That's you know, Jean, you're on it. You are on it because
Oh man, I was trying to figure out what Barbie.
yes, you are the cooking Barbie, friend. I like that. Look at that.
Usually, when I make this, I would usually share it with Jean. Sometimes they unbaked because Jean is not too far from me. So they've had a couple of the unbaked ones, right, Jean?
Yes, it says yay.
Yeah. So you heard my
Your alarm.
Yes. So I'm gonna put this in the oven. Give it another 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and we should be good for breakfast.
I am excited. Well, guys, it's not live. So what we have to do now is just talk to you in the meantime. And anybody wants to say anything they put on mind, maybe we could ask Sandra a few questions. Then maybe Sandra could tell me something. Jean say yes, yes, yes. I'm not sure where yes, yes, yes
What
to.
does that mean, Jean? What do you want me to talk about?
I don't know. What we gonna talk about today?
Well, one of the things I might mention is that I just told you I'm gonna try to cut out this white flour. I'm gonna health and wellness. You know, as we get older, we have to start taking better care of ourselves. So I'm gonna try and start working more with healthier flour than I previously have been doing. So I've been exercising a lot. If you guys see, I'm determined. I have been working out a lot. I have my friend Annie. Sometimes we go to the gym. But I also do a lot of walking. I try to make at least 10,000 steps, and I don't only make the steps. I have this hill. I like to go by the beach. So I have a hill that I walk on that helps me burn a lot of my calories for the day. So yeah, maybe that's something I could talk about, because I mean, it's not just for me, but for a lot of us, you know, as we get older, we need to make sure we're putting in the work so we could stay Barbie forever.
Okay. Okay, so we have a few questions and there are a few thoughts. Jean says, talk about upcoming healthy, delicious recipes. Give us one little preview. That's not what Jean says, sorry. That's what Louisa say. Jean says, how cooking can help you in being mindful.
Oh, well, that's a good one.
Then, what do you focus on when you're cooking?
You know what? Cooking, you have to be in the moment when you're cooking, and mindfulness is all about being in the moment, being in the flow. Because if you're making something and you're not paying attention to what you're doing, which is what happens when you're not, you know, when your mind is scattered all over the place, cooking brings you to at least for me, it brings me to a space of calm and relaxation, which is a space I like to be in. So that is really what mindfulness is, you know, being in the moment.
Somebody wants to know if you know how to make meat pie dough. The dough for meat pie.
Yes, I do. I don't do it all the time. It's something I hardly do, but yes, I do.
Listen to me.
That's something I could work on.
Sonia wants to know, okay?
Sonia.
Sonia is a viewer. Actually, I know who Sonia is. Morning, Sonia. Yeah.
Oh, Rhonda, you forgot to mention, who's the area?
Lisa Rian Jewelry. She is in Belize City. If you're looking for handmade jewelry, please shout her out. Lisa Rian, tell her I sent her no.
Yeah, I really like these earrings. They're so cute. I love the shape. I love this. I'm not sure what it is. I don't think it's actually turquoise, but I love the color. But,
Yes.
yeah, I really like it. It's
I
pretty.
I hope people check her out.
Is it
Definitely.
Lisa Rianne?
Lisa Rianne Jewelry.
Okay.
Yes.
So she's in Belize City.
She has a shop in Belize City, but she works. You can buy it anywhere in the country. She will ship it to you wherever you are, or anywhere in the world for that matter.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so you can check out her stuff on Facebook.
Did they really see it, Ronnie?
Well, I would have hoped so, you know.
I love the shape.
Definitely. There you go. Colin, what did you miss? Nothing. Hopefully you made that work. The work. I hope you made that work.
Oh,
The
tell
work.
Colin I was just showing you jewelry.
She's showing her jewelry from Lisa Rianne Jewelry in
So
Belize.
that's what he missed. Maybe he can order some of that jewelry.
Maybe that's what you can do, Colin. Maybe then you'll get another recipe. Or maybe she could actually mail you the Johnny cake itself.
Yes.
That way you don't have to ask for make we mail whole a sheet to you.
Yeah, because I don't know about moving over there in that cold, Colin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was another question that somebody...
What do you think about when you're cooking?
Oh, you know, my mom was a very, very excellent cook, and I know that everybody believe their moms are great cooks, which is, it's what you're used to. But a lot of times when I'm cooking, it's like I can feel it, So, or sometimes I'm like, yeah, if I'm not sure what to do, I'm like, help me with this one, because I just believe that when people have passed on, their spirits are there and present. So yeah, I think that's one of the things.
You channel your mother in that
I
time.
get from her.
Good morning, Dorothy. Dorothy Arnold.
Hi, Dorothy.
All right. So, what else are we going to be talking about today? I like these mugs, just so you know.
Oh yeah.
Always think pretty thoughts. Cynthia. Morning, Miss
Hi,
Cynthia.
Cynthia. Which Cynthia is it?
Cynthia Lozano. Miss
Hi,
Cynthia.
Cynthia. How are you? I know Cynthia also prepares food and things like that up there in Sand Hill area.
Ladyville.
Oh, it's Ladyville. Okay.
I eat from Miss Cynthia as often as I can.
Oh, okay. I know her. I know her pretty well.
Yes. So now we'll wait for this Johnny cake done cook. Done bake. In the meantime, let's have a little conversation. What else we gonna talk about?
You know what? I really didn't want to come on this live. Rhonda had to force me to get on this live today.
Okay, guys, help we out for help, Sandra. Make you understand that the average person not just wake up and say, you know what, I'm going to watch myself today on live. No, nobody likes it really, but it's useful. You serve a good purpose today. You entertain we, you educate we. I mean, you created as a warm space for us to be able to greet each other and come together. So for me, I'm glad that you decided to go, because you created a space for me. At least maybe you guys can say what this short conversation or recipe has done for you, us being in this room. For me, you created a space where we can share and learn at the same time.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I even got on the camera to do a video. And I have a lot of people that have subscribed to me, and I apologize if you subscribe and you're waiting for something and I haven't done anything. But like I said, sometimes life it just gets hectic and challenging, and you want to do this and you want to do that, but it's just hard for you to, do everything you want to do. So I'm better off if I do the things at the time when I really feel the drive. That means you get something better, you get a better vibration, a better You know, your spirit is in the right place, and it's better for you to do things when your spirit is in the right place.
Cynthia said, morning, how are you? We grew up together in Sand Hill. All right.
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
I think Olga said something just now. I'm just back from Oregon.
Oh yeah, I did see your photos, Olga. I did see you and Viola.
Yes, she went to visit
Nice.
Viola.
Oh, nice. I did see that. Nice picture.
Colin again says, good job. And what I think he said, I miss.
Tell him
Come
this
see
is-
me in Chicago, the way you say.
This is the easiest recipe for you, Colin. It will be so easy, and you will really impress others with this recipe.
Yeah, if that's what you're looking for, I think you're impress your belly, Colin. You're impress your belly. Your belly, I said, wow, what a wonderful treat. Louisa says she's happy to see two of her favorite. Louisa, we miss you. I wish you made there for eat this
know.
Johnny cake, but
She set me up and said she was going to be here.
oh my.
And
But
then
Louisa,
changed her mind.
Sandy, I mean, I kind of miss Sandy and I kind of miss only 6 Johnny cake you make.
Well, I would if I had more people.
You mean I
I'd
make
make
12?
more, but,
Okay. All right, Louisa. You probably have to make another 6
At the
because
same time, I'm help you, Rhonda. Here I'm on this wellness journey.
I don't want to be helped. I don't want to be helped. Oh, gosh.
Huh?
Wait, why you not stop it, Miss Cynthia? She says that true when I'm gone there, it had to say go away. Sure, he said that at LA. I had fried fish and beans and Johnny cake last night for my friends. Sure.
Oh, you see, that's what I like my Johnny cake with: fried fish and beans.
I mean, no, she there. I invite myself to the house go eat the food. That time when I'm there by myself, I'm going over there.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I see her before she goes back.
I hope so.
All right.
Louisa said next summer we're on cook up. All right.
All right. I'll hold you to that, Louisa.
Me too.
All right.
Take your time.
Let's see.
If you're just joining us.
Any other
Any other comments? No, people just to have a good time. I don't really a tea drinker. What do you drink in the morning?
Me?
Normally, yeah.
Normally I drink coffee. So
Yeah.
I'm drinking coffee right now. I'm drinking I'm drinking coffee, the coffee from Canada. Wait. Not Starbucks. He's like the guy is like Starbucks in Canada.
He's a Canadian Starbucks.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we talked about mindfulness, and I would imagine Johnny Cake, that one breakfast thing. You understand most of the time. How do you start your mornings? Maybe we learn a little bit about Sandy G today. How do you start your mornings?
Well, in the morning, sometimes I have music that I listen to. So, and I get up, sometimes I go out there, I water plants, and those are all mindfulness things, you know. I feed the dog and try to get my mind in the right frame. I try to wake up on a positive note.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes I do journaling. You know, the month, this is August. For June, I had certain things that I wrote every morning, and I didn't do it in July. Yesterday was the 1st of August. Rhonda, you know what? If you weren't here, I probably would have done my journaling for August.
You don't need to thank me. You don't need to thank me because look what you're doing. First of all, the day young, we have time.
Well, this is 2nd of August.
Oh, you never journaled yesterday?
No, I didn't.
Because why? You never feel like
I
it?
was so busy. I mean, I think we went out early.
We spent a lot of
But I
time.
did do some gardening yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to. I came back and my yard was a mess and I needed to take care of that. So I did some cleaning and gardening and.
You get
weeding
things
yesterday.
done.
Huh?
I said you got things done.
Yeah, I did a lot yesterday.
Carol Deeks Dawson or Carol Dawson Deeks.
Hey Carol, how you doing?
Uh-huh. Louisa says you make very refreshing beverages.
Oh yeah.
If you have any concoction in your fridge, is her question.
What do I have right now? You know what? I haven't made anything recently. I have some tamarind that Jean and I are supposed to make a drink. So that would be a nice refreshing drink for us to make. She has one that she drinks that I bought, the tamarind or tambrand.
The tambrand, you got some tambrand drink. Listen
I
to
haven't made it yet. I have it, but I haven't done that. So that would be a nice refreshing drink.
one of the things I
make anything, right?
that's okay. One of the things I think then they miss out on the smell. The place smell nice. You know what Johnny Cake smell like when time to bake? That's how this whole space smell happy. You know that kind of start cure the hunger already. That like you feel like I don't start to eat it. It good.
Oh, yeah.
It good with the make
But
progress.
So then you're
Eat less.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah. Thank goodness I made the wrong for that.
You eat all 6.
Sandra made it down to 5, okay? Because you need one.
Yeah. So and I do have some kumquats in my yard, and I guess that's what Louisa is talking about. I usually take the kumquats and make teas and even other drinks. You know, I make mimosas from the kumquats. I make margaritas. I make different things out of it.
Well, Colin to talk about the fever grass tea, okay?
I do. You know what? I got fever grass from Colin's mom, so I have that planted out front.
Ah.
So yes, Colin, I do have my fever grass.
Vione morning. It says morning,
that's
Sunday.
my cousin. Morning,
You're looking
Vione.
gorgeous in pink.
Good morning, Vione. Yes, this is one of my colors, pink. She missed the Johnny Cake.
She not missed the Johnny
It's
Cake
just in
yet.
time. It's about to be.
It just have come out. That's right. So, if they're just joining us, tell us the Johnny Cake recipe one more time, please.
All right. So if you want to make Johnny Cakes, maybe you want to make for a family of 4, because that would be good for 4 or 5 people. I use 5 cups of flour. I use 5 teaspoons of baking powder, 5 tablespoons of shortening, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 1 3/4 cups of warm coconut milk. All right, and that's it. You mix it up, knead it. Doesn't take a lot of kneading. You don't knead it as much as you would knead bread. It doesn't take a lot, and you don't have to set it aside to rise or any of that stuff. And then you get your baking sheet, you grease it up, flatten it out, and I usually put some little air holes with the fork on it for even baking, and that's it.
Let me think they hold that just for aesthetics. I really thought so. I just see every Johnny Cake have that. I like this. This is like the stamp for your Johnny Cake. Obviously, I know the stamp for your Johnny Cake, guys. It have a real purpose. What are the real purpose? Like to bake easier?
It's for even baking, you know.
Oh my.
I mean, I was going to culinary school, so some of the things I found when I was in school.
Well, thank God you tell me that.
Finish, you know, but I was.
You're gone. You start. Bernadette, say morning. Good morning, Bernadette.
Hey, Bernadette. Which Bernadette?
Gil Harry, yes.
Hey, Bernadette. How are you?
She says you cook beyond delicious.
I cook like the way she sings, huh?
Yes. Sweet, sweet. Vione says, yeah, if you don't have the hole, they're not Johnny Cake. I agree with you. That's why I think the hole that just for market that like the stamp, like the Johnny Cake stamp, but obviously not.
Yeah, so that I found there in culinary school, that information there.
That the hole are not just for looks.
Yes.
Interesting.
All right.
So now you have at least you're done. Me, I just learned how to make Johnny Cake. Then I'm sure a few other people. Well, you know what? I just get the recipe. I just get the recipe. How about that? That good enough?
Show it, then I can say she didn't learn how to make it.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to go try.
Yes, that's it.
I go home go try, and I like the fact that all the ingredients what this thing require, I have in my house naturally.
Oh yeah.
You understand?
Definitely. And like I said, it's good for emergency. You know, in Belize and other places right now, it's hurricane season. This is something you bake that up, take that with you wherever you are. You have food to eat. Me, in case there's an earthquake, there would be food that I could have, you know, to eat. So it's good for emergency or for trips. You know, they don't feed you on the plane anymore.
Listen to me. And that's what I tell you. That Johnny Cake had cheese for my journey.
And sometimes they give you that pretzel that, oh, I don't like that stuff.
Well, maybe I have one and then in my bag and trade it out for you for extra Johnny Cake. I think we could work on that.
So,
Tiffany Sampson says, hi. Morning, Tiffany.
Hi, Tiffany. Tiffany Sampson.
All uno, I want you guys to share this live. What is your YouTube channel?
Sandy G. And you can look for Sandy G, but put foods in the in the search. You know?
Excellent.
Yes.
Inquiring minds want to know how much longer before this Johnny Cake pop out of this oven.
You know what? Come and show them what it looks like right now.
All we want to see what it look like. Oh man.
It's looking good. Let me check. It's almost maybe another 10 minutes. But see, I'm letting it get a little bit more brown on the bottom, and then after that I'm going to turn on the broil so that it gets brown on the top. But maybe in 10 minutes it would be ready.
All right, Ali Walker, morning.
Hey, Ali, how are you?
All
You
right.
enjoying your break?
So I need all kind of things. So now I want the recipe for the meat pie dough. Now you say that I also want one cinnamon roll recipe. Okay.
I do have a cinnamon roll on my YouTube channel.
And the YouTube channel again is?
Sandy G Foods. Yeah, I think I do have a cinnamon roll. That one is with a brioche bun. So you make the brioche and then you put in your cinnamon and your pecans and all of that. But that's on the YouTube.
Go check it out.
And brioche is a French type of bread. So that's there. Anything else, Rhonda?
Listen to me. Everybody have a good time. And Bless was enjoying the break at the alley.
Oh, cool.
Let's see. Yeah. I like holiday and people do. What we eat this with? We eat it with pure butter. That's the way I eat it.
That's enough for me.
That's enough for me too. I mean, Ali said she want meat pie recipe. Well, I said the second person who want meat pie recipe. So I guess
For another day, huh? When are you coming back, Rhonda?
you know what? I just started to think that I shouldn't leave because it sounds like if she make meat pie tomorrow, I have to stay. I sorry, I have to stay because that's very important to me.
Yeah. Tell her I'll have to work on that and
She's gonna work on
she
it.
will know.
Whenever she's making it again, she let us know. All the way. Maybe one of these days we could all just join you virtually and see how far we want to come out in the meantime. Maybe we could set that
So
up.
good. Did anyone else start Johnny Cake while we're making it here? Did anyone?
No, I think most of them don't.
It's probably already lunchtime. I'm probably the only one that haven't had breakfast yet.
Listen to me, Olga. Exactly, Olga. I made it see that right, and it slipped my mind. I agree with you. Listen to what Olga say. You see what she do? Flip the Johnny Cake with the hand like nada. I didn't see that.
Who?
You.
Oh.
Listen to me. I see that and I say. Then I get distracted and I start say something else. But good eyes, Olga. This lady don't know for mess around with. Oh, listen to me. Oh no, when they're home, do not. And I repeat, do not try that.
Oh.
All right? Not.
Well, I should have used my spatula.
Yes, something for not burn your hand, but obviously not burn your hand.
Oh, I didn't have it for a long time.
No.
I just did a quick.
Not only that, you act like nothing. You come back right here like everything cool. Like, listen, you could say that the experiencing as she, okay? The rest of them try that on the hand, whole hand burn up.
No, I don't think so. I didn't hold it for a long time, and you know, it's not that hot.
He says she that cook, but true, Olga, she that cook.
It's not like, you know, when you In the old days when people, or maybe people still do. You know when you put that thing on the fire heart, the outside of it, yeah, that gets really hot.
Miss, the oven, very hot. 375 hot.
325. All right, I'll make sure not to do that.
No, we like it. We like that you did it. It really shows us the comfort that you have in the kitchen, and it gives us something to aspire towards.
Well, Rhonda will be doing that next week, no, Rhonda?
Oh, no kids. No, I can't. I am going to be trying out the Johnny Cake thing, yes. Oh my goodness. Olga want tie you now to the post. Olga say, and I like it, Olga. I like you already. Olga say, she should give us a date when she will do something. And we tune in and do it together with her. I agree. That's exactly what I was saying. So we can buy seem like I was saying, we buy the recipe and we join you and we make it and then we see if we want to come out like yours.
That's pretty interesting.
You know what, guys, maybe I want to stay an extra day because I think maybe we could work on something like that for tomorrow. I mean, I know my business to force the lady for the not knowing. This is a normal house. You think I could have shown them mimosa, guys?
Mimosa is...
It's the baby here.
She had enough of the life.
Guys, I have to show no mimosa. I hope I'm not getting in trouble. You think I could show them mimosa?
Go ahead.
I can't just show them. This is the mimosa. This is the happiest dog ever. All right? This is the mimosa. Mimosa look outside. I tell her, in this house, everything I love. Okay, say hello. Say hello. All right. I'm back now.
All right, you came back at a good time, Rhonda.
Why?
Because now I am going to put on the broiler so that the bottom is finished. I'm gonna. Some people like it really
Brown.
but I'm going to turn off the. I'm gonna clear the bake, and now I'm gonna go to broil. Start, and so that the top could get brown. Because our Johnny Cake is about ready.
Now we just have to make sure the color that we want for the eye.
Yes.
Cause it don't cook.
Yeah, it's already cooked. It's just that we want to get it brown.
Okay. The question is, people want to know where y'all make and when. Cause everybody ready for join.
Listen, Rhonda, I'm not sure. I tell them, please, I'm not ready to cook it.
For mimosa dress in pink.
Can you tell them how hard this was to get me online?
Guys, let me tell you something. But she say it was hard. It was hard, but now the diesel truck done the run. When they done gear up the diesel truck, the next thing you have to do is make the diesel truck take off. So.
I don't know, Rhonda. Oh my gosh, why you do this to me?
Me, I never come up with this. That the people in this room, I like each and every one of them.
I mean, I really appreciate it. Maybe,
She said maybe tomorrow.
maybe no, I did not say tomorrow. Maybe the juice that I'm supposed to make with Jean, maybe I'll get Jean to come over and she and I make the tamarind juice. It's very healthy, very cooling, you know.
That fun and everything, but
System.
a lot of them people can't find tamarind. They got flour.
These people are right. I'm telling you, I'm trying to cut down on all this.
Oh, I get it. So they try to keep my balance. Me had to fight against you. You try to keep me balance.
So I'm not sure, but you know what? I have a great bread recipe on my YouTube too. So if you want to make Creole bread, that's a really simple recipe, and everyone that makes it usually tell me that it comes out really good. So.
Go try that out in
some
the meantime.
recipes on there already that you can try.
All right. London Bridge
right.
morning.
Hey, London Bridge, how are you? I saw her recently.
Vioni killed me.
Vioni, what are you doing to me?
It says me, and we don't know about that kind of oven. It said we take it out and put it at the bottom. I guess it's supposed to be men. Yeah, that the Creole catch and the men. We don't know about that kind of yeah, listen to me. I agree with you. I mean I have to
Yeah, but some ovens is in the bottom, so I would pull it out from there, put it on, and that's where the broiler is.
I just may want to turn mine over with a spatula. Oh gosh.
So that one,
Dick say it's time. Dick must get a timer on the yard for this Johnny cake, cause she want eat it too. I want to eat it.
yeah, it's about time. I'm just getting it brown on the top, but it's about ready.
Miss Jenny, morning. How are you? Jenny
Good
Turner.
morning.
Yes.
Jenny, which Jenny?
Jenny that from Boom, but he lived at States now, like we say in a Creole, right? He lived at States.
Hi, Miss Jenny.
Carla Gillett.
Hey, Carla.
Yeah, we eat Jenny cake right now, guys.
Yes. And we only put 6 in the oven because maybe some people want to run over.
Yeah, it's 6.
There.
Well, Carol, I don't know where Carol live, right? But
She's right here in LA.
But you think they're close enough because she said no make it get to that. Cause she obviously like she'll call for one.
Alright, this is perfect.
Oh man. See what we got there. In the meantime, remember that.
That's it.
You see that? That will want me to wait for a long time, guys. Oh man.
That's it. That's it.
This is where the fun starts.
That's it. That's it.
Again, use your own hand, just right
Oh,
so.
jeez. Alright, here's. You want me to put some butter on this for
Of
around now?
course, that would wait for a long time. That why we start this. Don't try this at home. Only get a napkin for hold this thing with, cause no hand I can't take this heat. Only no Sandra.
No, Lord. It's not that hot.
All the way from New York City, Miss Arnold say looks delicious.
Mm.
And you put in the butter just how I like it.
There you go, Rhonda.
Oh man.
Take your sample.
It is yummy. And having the right amount of butter. Brads, hello. We're not gonna no canned beef here. Today we are eating Johnny cake with butter and cheese. Right?
Brazil canned beef. All right. Well, guys, this is it. I've made the Johnny cake. They smell good. They really smell good. They feel nice and a little, not too crunchy, but light and a little bit.
Olga says she might make some later. I agree, you should. And when you make it, put the picture, if you can, in this comment section so we can see how yours come out. Andrea, hello, friend. She says, Lord, all that need now is some coffee.
Right here.
Right here. All right.
Thanks so much for joining me today. I made it, Rhonda. I made it after. Yeah, so try it. It's a very simple recipe. You saw how quickly I made it right here in this live. And whenever I decide to make something else, I'll let you guys know. Thanks very much. Thanks, Rhonda. Bye, guys. All my friends, family. Even my YouTube subscribers, because I'm going to share it on YouTube. All right. Have a wonderful day. Bye.